Vatnajökull, Iceland, Europe's largest glacier. Beneath its frozen silence lies one of the strangest atmospheric reports ever filed. In 1999, Icelandic weather stations detected unusual bursts of electromagnetic noise above the glacier. The signals didn't match any known aircraft, radio, or natural auroral activity. Every spike occurred at identical intervals, precise to the millisecond. When weather balloons were launched to investigate, their telemetry briefly cut out. Station H21 reported a faint glow appearing above the horizon, lasting just 6 seconds. Witnesses described it as a vertical curtain of white fire. The incident was logged under the code Vatnajökull Light Report, 1999. Then the signals abruptly stopped. No explanation was issued. For years, the event faded into obscurity until a classified addendum resurfaced. The addendum included eyewitness testimony from a pilot flying near the glacier that night. He reported a column of light extending from the clouds into the ice below. Radar briefly detected an object hovering at low altitude, then vanishing instantly. Meteorologists suggested rare upper atmospheric plasma, though the geometry remained unexplained. Audio recordings captured faint rhythmic pulses, almost musical. The pulses did not match any auroral or lightning pattern recorded in Icelandic history. One anonymous technician speculated the light reacted to the signals themselves. Officials, however, classified these remarks as unverified. Several minor tremors were reported beneath the ice the same night. One handwritten note simply asked, "Did the light respond to the ground?" To explore the theory, researchers later simulated how plasma columns might form over ice. The simulation showed pulses changing intensity when the ice sheet vibrated. At certain frequencies, the light appeared to echo the glacier's tremors. If real, this would create a vertical beam, similar to what witnesses described. Charged particles could accumulate in rare atmospheric conditions above glaciers. Wind shear might compress this plasma into a thin, bright curtain. The rhythmic pulses, a byproduct of oscillating electromagnetic fields. The blackout in weather balloon telemetry also appears consistent with this scenario. And just like the real event, the simulated beam collapses instantly once the charge disperses. But simulations can only suggest, never confirm. At 2:13 a.m., the light erupted again, stronger than the first report. Sensors detected a surge sweeping across the glacier's surface. The column expanded, twisting like a towering spiral. The rhythmic pulse intensified, almost like something was responding. Then, in a single heartbeat, everything vanished. Hours later, explorers found a patch of ice strangely crystallized. Its structure didn't match natural formations, but no radiation was detected. Laboratory tests could not determine why it refracted light so sharply. No lights have been reported there since. But some believe the sky was answering something deep within the ice. In a hypothetical biological simulation, what if the light above Vatnajökull was never just light? What if it was movement, a living organism? The first anomaly, the beam had no shadow. Second anomaly, its shape shifted like a breathing membrane, and its 14 to 17 Hz pulse matched biological rhythms, not geology. So here's the hypothesis. They are still there. What if the light was a flying extraterrestrial organism made of living plasma? Reason 1. The volcano beneath Vatnajökull releases ion-rich particles. A perfect energy source for plasma-based lifeforms. Reason 2. The glacier vibrates with powerful infrasound from magma movement. These frequencies resemble a biological calling signal, like calling a flock. Reason 3. The region is remote, silent, and barely inhabited. A perfect hiding place for something that doesn't want to be found. Possibility 1. A defensive reflex triggered by sudden environmental change. Possibility 2. A communication burst, fast, efficient, and brief. Possibility 3. Its biological plasma membrane collapses in cold air. The organism simply dissolves into charged particles. Location 1. The ionosphere rich in charged plasma. A place with enough energy to sustain plasma-based life. Location 2. The dark gaps between atmospheric plasma streams. Areas so turbulent that sensors lose tracking for milliseconds, enough for them to hide. Location 3. Blind spots no satellite can observe continuously. Hidden pockets behind the magnetic field, silent and unreachable. If these organisms evolved to feed on charged particles, Vatnajökull would be a seasonal feeding ground. The more active the magma, the more energy they detect. They would be drawn to it like whales to plankton blooms. Sightings align suspiciously well with geothermal hotspots. They might navigate using planetary magnetic fields, meaning we may have mistaken migration patterns for natural phenomena. If they are alive, they never left Vatnajökull. They just learned how to hide better. And sometimes they pass right in front of our satellites. leaving behind distortions that look strangely alive. Their biology might allow them to divide, replicate, or merge. And what we saw as one beam may have been an entire cluster of living beings. Their motions are coordinated, almost like communication. And every time humans approach, they fade. Their folding membranes behave like a biological cloak. Not disappearing, just hiding. If these organisms live in the ionosphere, they share our planet. They've always been above us. Waiting, watching, returning when the glacier calls. Of course, all of this remains hypothetical, for now.